the button. Push
Windows limits recording to a maximum of 3 hours. Actual recording depends on your usable
Oh, okay. So we
Oh
can go for 3
no!
hours.
We can't go as long as what's that podcast? It goes like for 3 hours.
Oh my gosh! One time we should do like a charity live stream. That'd be fun.
Charity live stream.
Yes.
What is that?
Well, so you do a live stream and then like you
and then
have sponsorships. And you're like selling stuff, like we could sell t-shirts or something. You're like, jeans. Okay, I can put my stuff.
It's called distraction. Just stole your chips. There's a thing. Coincidence? I don't think not. There's 20 minutes left to spend.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Talk about going out of order.
Okay, there we go.
Wait, is it recording? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure?
I am 100%
Are you?
sure.
I can't even read my name. That's fine.
Are you a proton? Are you positive?
Yes.
Are you a proton? Okay, good.
Jen, we need to like sandwich you.
Welcome to another episode of Lunch and Whatever.
Hi.
We have some bad news.
Yes.
Some very bad. As you can see, not only does the audio sound horrible,
Yep.
but we're all smashed into a 4:3 aspect ratio and 640 by 480. And the reason is, well,
That guy.
me. I got to class today after being horribly late, almost horribly late. And apparently, I did forget one thing, and that's the camera.
But hey, we can see each other better.
We can see each other. We
have
got a bigger
much
screen.
bigger. What does it say?
Just to see ruin the podcast.
I ruined it just by using a different camera. I have ruined the podcast. You're welcome. So now you get something to guess.
And we can't talk over each other because then it'll be.
It's also really strange.
Yeah, we're looking at each other. We're using my laptop, so we're like staring at a screen that's much larger than
Which normally we're just kind of used to just kind of
looking at
Okay.
the camera.
Drop the
in
marker.
general. You dropped the marker. Congratulations.
I didn't forget a camera. Okay, shut up.
Well,
So that also means we won't be able to do a 5 Nights at Freddy's Let's Play live yet. We'll have to do that next week.
And it won't be live because this is like.
When technically nothing will do
Like
be
a
live.
week
We'll do it on the podcast.
nothing will be live until we start streaming it.
It'll
Yeah,
be
will
live.
It'll be on podcast.
Yes.
So we'll
Shall we get started?
This is
Yes.
so weird because you're supposed to be on the. You're okay. Sorry.
Are
No, you're.
Oh, it looks backwards because it's flipped
'cause
horizontal.
It's I look weird. Okay. Anyway.
Well, we had
Lunch.
that problem in the first podcast when we were pointing at things and we were
Yeah.
and I thought I was pointing to the right side and I was pointing to the left side.
Because it's right from our
It
perspective.
was right from me. I wasn't
Yeah.
even thinking about that. Okay.
Okay, lunch.
I brought generic sandwich brand company that isn't totally
Don't.
a way of subs. Oh, also I need to take the label off of my tea.
Thank you for saying something, man. I don't have to.
I put my
censor
tea
that.
in
Yeah.
in my
Your mug.
I can say it right.
Yeah.
Okay, mason jar. Yay.
Mason jar.
Mason jar.
Are we not allowed to say mason?
No, we're allowed.
Oh.
As far as I
And
know.
I brought
Are we banned from saying mason?
cheese
I should really stop this. You turn into something bad.
and the best thing I've ever found at
Queso.
a certain store: chicken pot pie soup.
Ooh, chicken pot pie soup.
It's interesting,
Dude.
Joe, that you mentioned queso, because
I
You
didn't
brought
mention
queso.
I brought queso.
You
No,
said Joe, not Joan. We had
Joe's
this problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
years ago.
I have queso and I have to go this way. Chips.
Chips.
Left over from our Super Bowl party.
I had guacamole the other day.
Guacamole.
Oh gosh, what olives have gone everywhere.
The olives were trying to escape.
Put that in the middle of, or in the
But-
beginning of the podcast.
But they all
Oh
of you.
gosh, my olives went everywhere.
But they all of you. Oh.
Lame pun is lame. Boy, this feels really
I laughed so hard that I cried because it was so bad.
Squish.
Puns are like onions.
Pun diddly. I'm promoting another YouTuber.
The worse they
Boulders are
the
like
more they
onions.
make you cry.
Okay. Oh yeah. Dude.
Oh, and you want to talk
None of us
about
have our laptop
how
back.
much you hate Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, oh, I didn't talk about that last one yet. I also didn't talk about Civ 5 like I wanted to.
We were
two
supposed to talk about
ago.
2 podcasts ago.
2 podcasts ago, I didn't talk about Civ 5. But
Well, if we run out of
That's fine.
subjects, we can talk about. Dun, 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 dun,
Boom.
dun, 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 dun.
Like how during the Super Bowl we were promised an episode 7 trailer,
I know.
Over.
and it didn't happen.
We were also promised an Avengers trailer.
Yeah, Age of Ultron Avengers trailer, and what did we get? We got Jurassic World, which looked nice.
Mhm.
And we got Tomorrowland, which looked nice, and Furious 7, which looked awesome. But no Star Wars.
I've already seen that trailer, the Furious 7 trailer. I saw it in theaters.
Oh, I saw all 3 of those trailers when I went to see The Hobbit. So,
But I thought we were getting a new episode 7 trailer.
yeah, I was really hoping for an episode 7 trailer.
Well, I watched about 1 minute of the Super Bowl, which was the last minute, which was awesome.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, should we agree right now that we're just going to talk about the Super Bowl? Because we could go on that for a while.
We can talk about the Super
I
Bowl
don't
really.
wanna talk about the
We can talk. We
Super
can
Bowl.
talk.
I do.
We can talk about the Super Bowl really
So
fast.
1 minute.
Okay, well, you saw the best minute. You saw the minute where I was just going,
The worst minute.
fight. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, because you really wanted that brawl to just keep going.
Well, okay, so honestly, I'm honest here. I think that the Seahawks could have won, but we don't even need to put up a spoiler for the Super Bowl.
No, it's already happened.
Dumb.
I mean, I actually, my dad told me he found a statistic online that this particular Super Bowl, Super Bowl 49, had the highest viewership
Why?
of any NBC show.
It was the worst Super
So
Bowl.
Well, no.
Last year's was much worse. I stopped watching at halftime.
I don't remember last year's.
It was Broncos versus
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
The Seahawks won.
Yeah, and Broncos just did not show up at
The
all.
halftime show, though, of Katy Perry, that was pretty good.
I saw about 2 seconds
With
of
the
that.
creepy dancing palm trees.
One of the first things I noticed was that it wasn't Madonna.
What?
Or Lady Gaga. Was it Lady Gaga last time?
What? I don't know. I don't normally watch
You're
the halftime
confusing
show.
me.
And I was like, wait a minute. I
You-
can. Oh no, it wasn't. No. That no. That was
You guys
2
are
years ago.
distracted by the fact that
Last
you
year
can
was
see
Bruno
yourselves.
Mars.
Because see, now you're like talking.
You-
I think it's
I'm talking at
you're-
myself.
You're talking to the
You,
audience.
you guys need to squish more because you're out of frame right now.
Yeah.
I'm usually out of frame. It's fine.
No, you're not.
I'm in the center. Yay!
Yeah,
Joe
you
is
don't have
never
to
out
be
of frame. It's actually
Actually,
impossible for him to be out of frame.
Okay, see, it's weird because I'm used to like seeing the other perspective where when I tilt
Yeah.
something it turns the right way. But anyway, I have Italian sub.
So yeah. So we all know that you're a Seahawks fan. What about you, Joe? Are you a Seahawks fan?
No. I just hate the Patriots. Like legitimately hate the Patriots.
Interesting. See, I'm a Patriots fan. I kind of like the Patriots.
We're no longer friends.
I also like the
Sorry,
Steelers.
goodbye, Senior.
And I have a really hard time with the. Dude, all my family's from Pennsylvania.
that's
I
like
have
my
to like the Steelers.
Third. That's a good reason. But that's like my third least favorite team.
And I hate watching televised football.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I guess you don't really have a side then.
I wanted the Seahawks to win because I wanted to see Frog Dunker really happy.
That's a good reason.
It was-
And it would be the first
I saw him
time.
earlier today. He was really depressed. He was walking around going, "Oh,
They
God."
lost, yeah. It would have been the first time that a team would have gotten back-to-back Super Bowls in 10 years. And interestingly, the last time that happened, 10 years ago, back in 2005, it was the Patriots who won back-to-back 2004 and 2005 Super Bowl wins.
We don't want to talk about the Patriots anymore. Let's talk about the Giants. Yeah.
Let's talk about the
Except
very
we
last
did
set of
absolutely
plays and
horrible.
how stupid the quarterback
Seahawks
for the
are.
Seahawks was. Because see, if you know anything about the Seahawks, you know that they have I think he's a running back, I can't remember his name, but they call him the beast mode. And what he does, what he's very good at, is breaking through defensive lines. And even if he can't really get all that far, he can at least make distance happen. And so what should have happened in the very last play, it was inches and goal. First down, and they literally had something like 18 inches to get a touchdown that would have won the game.
All I heard was blah, 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 science, bigger.
That was a good place to put that.
Oh.
I know.
But then what did they do? They threw the ball 18
But
inches.
that wasn't the quarterback's call, though. That was the coach's call.
That was like everyone's worst call ever. Oh, by the way,
'Cause
it
it
was
was
the spoon I have.
Someone's getting fired over that. What is it?
It's another Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh.
It's Esmeralda today.
To be honest, I thought that was a Dr. McStuffin spoon.
Okay then.
Oh,
Moving on.
I watch Rock McStuffins.
Explain.
It is okay. So I have a baby cousin. Her name is Emma. She's almost 2, and she likes Disney Channel. It's like they have shows on Disney Channel that I never watched growing up, like things like Jake and the Neverland Pirates, Mickey Mouse Club, or whatever that's called.
Yeah, I watched sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to say I watched the Jake and the Pirates once, and it was really weird because it was like they were helping out Captain Hook, and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
One does not simply help Captain Hook.
I know, that's just confusing. Anyway.
One does not simply help Captain Hook. But the show itself is interesting, and when I first heard about the concept, I thought it was really cool. Basically, she is a doctor for toys. So she's a toy doctor. So like when you were a kid, you used to pretend to be a doctor to your stuffed animals and to the rest of your toys.
Sort of.
It's really cool because they come to her with real problems. Like okay, so in the episode I was watching with my cousin, she was like, and she was clapping and laughing. But thought it was interesting because the voice actor who was playing the main character, who was you gonna be on your phone? Are you serious right now?
It's the Team Whatever thing.
We're in the middle of a podcast. I will throw your phone across this room.
No, you will not, because I will kill you. And kill you.
Anyway, the voice actor who was playing the knight who was afraid of everything, he was played by Rob Paulson, the one of my favorite voice actors of all time. And I'm like, wow, it's really cool.
Tell me who he.
Rob Paulson played Yakko, played Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, and he played Yakko Warner from Animaniacs, and he also played. Oh, whoa, wow, there's a lot of stuff. He was in Jimmy Neutron as... Dang it. I'm blanking on all the stuff he's done. He's done so much. He played Donatello. No, sorry, he played Raphael, and now he plays Donatello. And he's done so much stuff.
Wow, okay, sorry. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so he was in that, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. But it's just kind of interesting how... The show. I remember watching shows as a kid, like Bear in the Big Blue House, and guys, you guys don't have to look at the thing. You can also look at people. We can do what we normally do.
I am looking at you talking. I am totally.
In this compressed space,
I'm looking at you.
It's much easier to look at your face on the screen than it is to be like this. See, it doesn't really. I don't know how well you can tell the distances here, but as you can tell, we are pretty compressed. For the kind of distances here, we're talking less than a foot apart from each other. We're Americans. All Americans tend to, except for Joan, I guess, tend to have personal space, and this is
personal space. What's that?
Yeah, it's so overrated.
I think that's.
What was my point?
You're talking about the show.
I
That
had a
sounds
point.
actually kind of cool.
Yeah, the point is it was really cool. Kids shows are pretty cool on Disney right now.
It actually was cool?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like news.
It was a kid's show, but it was the kind of show where I can sit through an episode of Caillou and not kill myself.
What's Caillou?
You know what Caillou is?
What's Caillou?
What does always happen when we're just we do something and someone says something and the other two just go, you know what?
What?
What is Caillou?
We're fulfilling Blimey Cow references.
Caillou was this little, what was he, 5?
He looks like a 6-year-old cancer patient.
Okay, yeah. He was just bald. It was a Canadian. It was a Canadian show.
Okay.
It was a little kid named Caillou growing up. It was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had, and unlike a lot of shows, I'm looking at you, Toy Story. It had a complete family unit, which is becoming unusual.
Yeah.
And
he had a mom and a dad and a little sister.
Yeah. And he learned cool stuff.
Arthur.
Yes, except Arthur had a slightly larger extended family and also had way more friends because most of his adventures occurred at school, whereas Caillou was young enough that most of his adventures occurred at home.
Yeah.
Or thereabout. I think he went to school, right? Did he go to school?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. It's been a while since I
Oh gosh, what was that show with Little Bill? Do you guys remember Little Bill?
Oh, Little Bill. Oh, I never got to see that show enough. I love that show.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
it.
Bill Cosby.
Oh no, I'm thinking.
Nothing.
I think it's Two and a Half
You were
Men.
just thinking of Schoolhouse Rock.
It was the show Little Bill. It came on like right before Caillou. I remember.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Reminded me of Hey Arnold actually. Mostly because it took place in the city.
Yeah.
See, I've heard of Hey Arnold, but I never watched it. I watched like a lot of
But it had a VA.
movies as a kid, not TV shows. Which was
I was like, I haunted PBS and whatever channel Sesame Street was on. It was probably PBS.
You haunted PBS?
Mm-hmm. Little known fact. I don't watch TV, but the little known fact is that when I was a little kid,
Haunted is a phrase that you can use.
that is about all I did.
It is?
Yeah, haunted is a phrase
Yeah.
that means you occupied or you were around that place.
For like all the time.
Yeah.
It's like
I've
people
never-
can haunt what's like people who are stuck on Facebook, you could say haunt Facebook, stuff like that.
I've
The phrase is
never
also
heard
lurk.
that before.
Yeah, lurk, yeah.
The phrase is
Lurk.
also
In fact, the original internet term back in the day when message boards, stuff like that, back when like DOS was the computer operating system, that was the original term. If you hung out on a news group or something like that for a really long time, you were called a lurker. You read but didn't post. There's your history lesson for today.
I've never heard haunt before, so.
Wikipedia,
Thumbs up and
man.
subscribe if you haven't heard about haunt used in this context. No, okay, don't do that.
Do we really want those kind of subscribers?
No, you know how to YouTube. Do what you do.
You know how YouTube works.
I get really annoyed at some YouTubers who do that. They're like, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. If you like a lot of my videos, subscribe. And it's like, I know what to do.
I've been doing this. This is not my first rodeo.
This is not my first YouTube.
It's like this sort of thing is for like 12-year-olds who
Yeah.
just discovered YouTube.
Okay. So, here's the thing. Glenn,
Yes.
what you been watching, playing, listening to?
All right. Well, the answer is nothing.
We gotta get this podcast started.
I did a lot
You
of.
did start it.
I did stuff that's way more social than I normally do. Ballroom dancing, 3 days each.
You were social?
Yeah, it nearly killed
You
me.
made a video with Better Ray?
I made it. No, actually, that happened a while ago. And he just now got it uploaded. But that video, we made a little video called Super Nintendo What? And it was like this short. It's like 34 seconds long, and it was just a thing that we were like putting together as like a thing to put out there. We had a bunch of shorts. We also filmed a little thing called Breakfast Anime Battle. We filmed my scenes for that. Although I heard that apparently something happened with our location, and so we may have to film it again, which is kind of disappointing. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It'll look it. I got to like pantomime, anime, and stuff like that. It was so fun.
Even though you haven't seen any anime, right?
I've seen a little bit of Dragon Ball Z,
Okay.
so I kind of know how that works. Kind of. Yeah.
Like that.
And then and then I was like working on music when I wasn't sleeping and eating or watching the Super Bowl. So I didn't really watch/play. Okay, I watched the Super Bowl. There you go. I watched the Super Bowl. I know we don't really want to talk about the Super Bowl anymore, but something I noticed that pertains to watching the Super Bowl, I noticed that in the last few years there's been a history of really raunchy ads. And we're like, they're either raunchy or they borderline language, just bad stuff that you don't really want to watch, right?
They want to be memorable.
It was much more family friendly.
It was way more friendly family.
Okay.
The cost was that it was all. Yeah, there was a lot of sad ads.
A lot of sad ads.
Like Nationwide had an ad where it's like
I know.
this kid's going around like, I'm not gonna go to school or get cooties or get married or anything. I'm not gonna do any of these things because I
Because
died
I'm
in an
dead.
accident. And I was like,
It was
What?
really sad.
yeah. And it was like showing, and it was like, because he died in an accident, and it was showing scenes of accidents, like a bathtub overflowing. There was like this huge widescreen TV that just smashed onto the floor. And I guess they were assuming that there was a kid under there or something.
Nationwide.
Like, whoa, Nationwide. You always have these happy ads, and then you did that.
Yeah.
But
Confusing.
yeah, the ad. There was only one bad ad. It was a Victoria's Secret ad.
Oh.
And that one was like, okay. But the rest of them. Now the cost of this was they were almost exclusively car commercials.
Yeah, I know.
Like you know you want a truck, and I'm like, I know that I don't have any money. But it was much better. So that's what I.
Oh, that car commercial with the Good Morning America with Katie Couric and
Oh my
that
god,
was so
amazing.
funny.
It was like back in 1994. Katie Couric was like, "Hey, can you guys research what the internet is?" Or something like that.
What's the internet?
Yeah, what's the internet?
Oh,
And
the
then
little A with the circle around it.
Mm-hmm.
At? That's what I said. And I was
Yeah. It was like,
like, I'm so confused.
dude, this is how they talked back then. Like,
What? They did not.
and then 20 years later, they're like,
Yep.
So like, I can't remember what they were talking about. Some like future technology, so that. But they're
Like
like,
the internet.
quick, look that up on your 4G LTE enabled hotspot on your car. Or
Do you have dial-up? You're out of frame again.
I have had dial-up.
Smush me. Okay.
You asked for it.
Yay.
I've had dial-up before. I would
Drop
gladly
yourself.
spare anyone the pain of having dial-up.
Dial up.
I've had it for over a year. And I had to do an online class with dial-up too.
Dun dun dun. Oh.
I'm leaving frame for a minute.
Okay, bye.
Bye! The mighty Fedra exited the group chat.
I have to get a prop for like my segment.
Oh, you know what I just thought? Okay, so over the summer we won't be able to be like together
Yes.
unless like we make it a thing. What
Yes.
we could do is we could do like a Skype podcast sort of thing.
We will figure out plans as they come.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just an idea. I wanted to
Yeah,
share
it
it.
is an idea. Now we have it recorded and we're going to put it on the internet so it will remain for all eternity.
I know. Okay, so me and Charlie were talking about the first pod.
Meta-ray.
Yeah, Meta-Ray.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I just was clarifying because I said
Dream Boy, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the story behind that name.
Neither do I.
Even though
I have
was
an idea
part
where
of
it
the
came
story.
You
somehow.
perpetuated it.
But yeah, I keep calling him
from.
that. Anyway,
Perpetuated. Point to Joe for a big word.
college word. Point. Anyway, we were talking about the first podcast, and I was like, I didn't even remember most of the things I said, and then I kept laughing when I was laughing in the video. So it was like
5 XP.
Meta-Ray called it like laughception, and I was like,
It's right up top of my head.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Just laughception. It was interesting.
You laughed at what you laughed at in the podcast.
Yes, and then I
See-
got really creeped out because I was like,
Well, see, that's how I laugh. That's how I laugh. That's how I do my videos when I'm like editing a comedic video. If I make a joke in the video, my past self makes a joke, and I laugh at it, I'm like, yep, that's funny, keeping it. If I don't laugh and go, what am I talking about? I just, nah.
transition.
Yeah, there you go. Is that all you've been watching, listening to, playing?
Yeah, it's your turn now, John.
John?
You waited till I took that big, huge step? Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
What
It
if
was
I-
intentional.
What if
What have you
nothing?
been up to?
Homework?
Potatoes.
Homework?
I had a pretty good life. Nobody stuffed me a potato or fed me to birds. I had a pretty nice life. And then you showed up. You dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back.
You should have saved that till the end of the video.
It's okay, I'll just go in the intro. I'm honestly just
Later
saying.
point.
That's the point I got 2 weeks ago. Darn it.
And you still owe me because you do owe me 2 from the first podcast. So you owe me like 3 ginger ales.
No,
Yes,
there's
yes,
no interest
yes,
here.
Yes.
I owe you
Yes.
2. That's all it is.
No, 3.
Only 2.
Okay, we'll review the footage. Anyway.
-3.
What was I saying? I was saying something.
You were figuring out what things you've been watching, video games.
Plus
you're
3 sodas.
Do not perpetuate this lie.
Okay, you're the one who edits this stuff. You know it's 3. You know it's 3.
Plus
Yeah.
2 points.
I haven't edited the last video. I'm totally on top of this.
Minus 1 point.
Yeah, I have 3 sodas. Anyway,
Glenn's total right now is -3 points.
I don't think I've watched
There you go.
anything recently. Oh, I watched Groundhog Day yesterday.
I thought you were going to say Gravity Falls, and I was about to jump on that bandwagon.
No, I watched Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, and we
I gave that
we
to-
found out that Bill Murray's character, what was his name? Phil.
I don't remember. I love that movie, and I watch it at least
Anyway.
3 times a year.
Anyway, Phil. He was in that Groundhog Day, like the day. Oh, spoilers! Spoiler alert. He was in that day for about 34 years total.
The Chosen One says, to be honest, Anne Marie is one of my favorite YouTubers already.
I see how it is.
This is why I pulled out my cell phone, but then he pulls out his cell phone. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's fine. Whatever.
What?
Anyway, I watched Groundhog Day, and that was fun.
It
Video
was a good
games.
movie.
This is
Yes.
Independence Day.
I played Minecraft for like an hour on Friday.
Shaking
Is that
the
it?
camera, Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
I'm
literally it.
sorry.
Yeah, it's on the table
That was
now.
literally it, because I had homework and I had no sleep and I wanted sleep, so I only played an hour. But I have my roller coaster up and ready.
Ooh.
Listening to?
I totally skipped listening to. I'm gonna let you do yours and I'm listening to. Because I have really awesome
My
stuff.
favorite song for the week is Come On by Panic at the Disco, and it's
Panic at the Disco.
Featuring Fun.
I'm just kidding.
Featuring Fun.
Not that.
So, yeah, and listen to.
I was thinking Pitch
Okay.
Perfect. Oh, Pitch Perfect! Pitch Perfect 2 trailer was on the Super Bowl. I watched it and it was great. I'm so excited for that.
Do you really want to watch Pitch Perfect too?
Pitch Perfect 1 was an amazing movie, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
Okay.
I
can't.
get
I
shocked
haven't
by
seen
flying
it.
Mexican food.
You guys know what I just noticed? I'm in focus, and you two are a little blurry.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll give the computer glasses.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's so strange. Silly podcast antics.
So, what I've been listening to. I know I've been saying I haven't been watching or playing anything, but I'm a music guy, so all I do
Red.
is listen to music. I am Red. It's weird. Anyway.
No, I said red, not right. You know, right?
I am. If you look at the video, I am red.
And he's blue.
You know, like my face looks red. Probably because of
I'm purple,
you are purple. But yes, I've been listening to Red, specifically because at midnight last night, they released 2 singles off the new album of Beauty and Rage. The 2 were Darkest Part and Yours Again. So this morning, before I left for school today, I burned them onto a CD because I did their Pledge Music campaign.
Because he's a criminal and stuff.
No, I got it from Pledge Music. I was part of their Pledge Music campaign.
Sorry.
And I paid them money, and I'm gonna get a signed CD and a graphic novel. They're making a graphic novel of this thing, and then they released 2 singles. You can, if you pre-order the album on iTunes, you can get those 2 singles instantly, and if you are a part of Pledge Music, you get them to download for free.
Link in the description below.
Yeah, because you can still, I think you can still pledge. I think they didn't have to make a goal; it was just like a pre-sale thing. And a secret honor.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing
Yeah.
That's gonna be our thumbnail right there.
She's almost going.
Yeah, it's just like go Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers! Dun, 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 dun. Go Power Rangers! Dun, dun, dun. You know Power Rangers is the stupidest show that has the coolest theme song.
Probably, yeah. Oh my gosh, that theme song though. That theme song.
Where else do you see a kids show with something that's borderline power metal?
I just think Gummy Bears showed it.
The gummy?
I don't know.
I don't remember if it was
Yeah,
rock or metal.
Well, metal is fast.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Really fast.
I don't know.
Like 1,
The Mighty
4,
Ducks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Mighty Ducks. I think they had something.
DuckTales. Woo!
Yeah. What was the other
And people
show
call me a
Ducks?
non-90s kid.
What are we both doing? We both are framing the side of the.
We're framing Joan. You know, I was about to make a comment. In ballroom dance, the big mindset is that the gentleman is the frame. He doesn't really do a whole lot of fancy stuff, but the lady is the one doing all the spins and stuff like that.
So Joan is the lady just turning it.
Yeah. So, but what I was gonna say, this is what
Like
makes
a
this.
rose.
This is what makes this even so much more funny. What they teach us at the ballroom dance studio that I do this at is mindset is that the guy is the frame and the lady is the picture. The pretty
Oh yeah, I've
picture.
heard that.
So I was just thinking, if we're sitting here like this and we're framing The pretty picture is Joe drinking soup.
I just want to eat my soup.
Yeah, you are definitely entitled to doing
There
that.
we go.
Making
Yes,
interesting.
Lord.
That's a video title if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Stop! I need to drink my soup.
Joe is the pretty picture of eating drinking soup. Video title.
Oh my gosh.
Slap that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
We need to make a t-shirt that just says, I'm a pretty picture drinking soup.
Someone get on that.
We'll make it, we'll sell them. It'll be great. Genius, always thinking.
Yeah.
His hamster's running full speed right now. Right.
Oh, that's what's in your head.
Yes.
Explains all the weird drinkings.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean,
it's
what?
your turn
My
to
turn.
do to
Okay.
do stuff.
So, I'm gonna say like what I've been playing for last because it's kind of awesome.
Everything.
What I've been watching. Okay, so I watched the movie.
Part of the team.
Okay.
Everything is
Awesome. That was not on page, but who cares? I don't.
I still haven't seen that movie. I need to.
I haven't either.
First we're watching Lord of the Rings, then we can watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So I saw the movie Eat, Love, Pray
You just now saw it?
with Julia Roberts. Yes.
Okay.
I hadn't seen it before. And okay, before I put up a spoiler finger, I'll say. No, I said before we do spoilers.
Spoiler.
Yeah, before-
Because
no,
it's above your
not-
head, right? I'm
Nope,
pretty
not
sure.
right now.
Not right
It
now?
will be.
It's above his
Anyway,
head.
I saw the movie Eat, Love, Pray with Julia Roberts, and I don't know. I liked it from artistically. I liked it from that kind of standpoint of it was shot beautifully. The locations were wonderful. It was very cool. If you don't know the basic plot is Julia Roberts' character going on a journey across the world to find herself. That's basically the plot.
And she actually has money to do it. So.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
And-
the
and
Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's
That's
really
what I was
beautifully
thinking.
shot, yeah.
It's like Secret Life of Walter
I
Mitty.
still haven't seen that.
It's really good.
I know.
Why are we whispering?
I like to listen
Well, anyway. So now we put up the spoiler finger.
Spoiler. Spoiler.
There. Okay. I absolutely hate the ending.
Yep.
I
I'm
wanted.
gonna preface every movie that you put a spoiler up for with "I hate something."
It's true because there's no movie that I really really like except for Avengers and Captain America: Winter Soldier and
I have
Guardians of
seen
the
them.
Galaxy.
So good.
Actually, which I saw both Avengers and Guardians this week. That's not the point. We'll talk
I
about
want to
those
see.
in a
I
minute.
want to see Guardians of the Galaxy. Really good. It's so good. I
All right. Oh gosh, You Love Prey. It was a good movie until she like went back and she met up with the final guy. So like there are there are three guys in the movie that she's kind of like in love with. One is her husband, which in the very beginning of the movie she divorces her husband, which made me kind of sad because I felt so bad for him. He's just like, what just happened? It was very sad. I felt bad for him.
Well,
This is starting to
I
sound like
forget-
A.M. Rand's Atlas Shrugged.
yeah, I forget. Was it what was her reason for
Uh,
divorcing him?
she's bipolar. I mean, the entire movie shows that she's bipolar.
Well, but
But
like,
she's a writer. So she was like, I wasn't happy. Ooh. That was the whole thing. Which didn't make sense because he was like one of the nicest guys and he loved her a lot and it was really, really sad. So
okay, at least in Under the Tuscan Sun, it was like he cheated on her.
no, he was great, which is what made it sad.
Oh.
Anyway, so she prays to God and she ends up leaving him and hooks up with James Franco.
I forgot
He's
that
in the movie.
Yeah,
James Franco.
he's
She realizes he's kind of immature, but he inspires her to go to discover herself. So she hops a plane, goes to Italy, and
which is ridiculous because she doesn't really appreciate it. She's just like food, and I'm like, there's more than food.
I was really, really happy about the Italy stuff because, little known fact, I want to move to Italy because Italy's amazing.
Mm.
But
I'm not the first person who's lived in this area who said that. Very interesting.
okay, well, anyway,
It's because we got a lot of
Well, I want to move to Italy because I like Italy so much. But
I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that your family's from Italy at all.
And
Oh,
you were born there, so. I mean.
Then
I was born in Rhode Island, not Italy.
yeah.
No, your mother told me a very explicit story. You were born
That sounds
in
weird.
Italy. It was weird. Anyway, continue.
I was not born in Italy. I was born in Newport, Rhode Island.
He was born in Italy.
I was not born in Italy.
I'm pretty sure at least when
My mom carried me around in Italy, but
there we go.
that's beside the point. Before I was born. But
Okay.
that's weird, so I'm going to stop talking about that. What happened was she goes to Italy and she meets all these people and it's wonderful and magical. And it's pretty cool because there are some cool shots of Italy and stuff and they do very much the Italian culture stuff. And it's cool because she's narrating the whole thing because she's a writer. It's pretty cool. And she leaves that group. To me, it's kind of like watching a couple different movies all in one. It's a very long movie. It's it's almost 3 hours, isn't it?
Holy cow.
It's like 2.5.
I think so.
Yeah,
Well, then again, I think Lord of the Rings is
well, Lord of the Rings doesn't count.
2 hours 7 and Unbroken is 2:15. So it isn't totally out.
Lord of the Rings doesn't count.
If you guys want saltines, I have saltines, so I'm not the only one eating.
Okay.
I'm going to have a
But anyway, so she goes to India to meet this guru person. Then she meets this dude from Texas who's not a love interest, but he's interesting. And she eventually finds herself and learns to forgive herself for divorcing the guy, which I thought she was going to learn that, this really was a mistake. And I thought her entire journey of finding herself would realize that, home is where the heart is, or something like that, and she'd go back. I thought that was going to be the end. But no, she hooks up with this random dude from Brazil.
Of course.
Of course.
And
It's always from South
that's
America.
the last part of the movie, and it's really boring and weird.
Love.
I went to bed. I'm being honest. Like, she finally finished with India, and I was like, I'm so bored. And so then I went to bed. And then I watched the rest the next day, because someone else had started watching it. But I watched that. Okay, spoiler over. I just didn't like it. That was it. Yeah. Just chop it. Other than that, I watched Avengers, which was fun. So I love Avengers. Love me some Avengers. I watched Avengers after I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, which was interesting.
Okay.
Well, no, I'd already seen Avengers and Guardians, but like in the span of this week, I watched Guardians. I watched Guardians twice actually, because I watched it once and then I watched it again because other people hadn't seen it, so they watched it again. So I watched it twice.
Groot.
I am Groot.
I love that movie.
It's great.
It's the soundtrack. I just want the soundtrack. That's it. I want the soundtrack in the movie for Christmas.
This is the soundtrack on my phone. Literally, I knew every song that they played because I had it on my phone already. That's beside the point. Not that I love music, but, I really cannot wait for an Avengers meets Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's going to be so much fun.
Wait.
Aren't they making a Avengers Age of Ultron?
Yes.
Hold on. Wait.
Age of Ultron's coming out May 5th, I think.
Question.
Something like
Is
that.
there like a problem, like as in, like Spider-Man is owned by Sony and
Ooh.
X-Men is owned
Can I
by
use the
other
whiteboard?
people?
Can I use the whiteboard to explain this?
Are you erasing all my hard work? You're so mean.
Maybe.
Well, what you could do is erase your
Okay.
part.
I'm gonna do it.
No, because
Or
I
do
can't
it-
see that.
Okay, don't worry.
Just erase it.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna use it. Okay. So this is Spider-Man. Okay. This is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Looks like a basketball at this point. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. There you go.
Or maybe a bit more like Deadpool.
Here's Spider-Man. There he is. Okay. Spider-Man is owned by Sony. Spider-Man is owned by Sony. Okay. Sony bought Spider-Man from the Big M, from Marvel.
Really?
So, yes. So
Uh-huh.
Sony bought it in the 1990s. They bought it in the 1990s when Marvel went bankrupt because reasons. Because Marvel was going bankrupt. Marvel was going bankrupt, and so they wanted to keep the comic franchise alive. So what they did is they sold to different companies. Marvel sold Spider-Man to Sony. Well, it was Sony / Paramount, and now it's just Sony. They sold
X-Men.
Fox. They sold Fox the rights to X-Men
Oh, okay.
/ Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
So Fantastic Four and X-Men are their own entities. And then what they also did is they had a couple other characters like, well, actually, let's take this line from Sony and put Paramount. So Paramount had a couple of things. They had like Hulk. They had a lot of stuff. But basically what ended up happening is Paramount eventually, when Marvel got bought by Disney, oh gosh. I dropped the marker. Okay, Disney. When Disney nommed them, what they did, they slowly started acquiring stuff back. And in that process, they decided, well, we have all of these franchises together. We don't have some of the big ones like Spidey over here. We don't have some of the other ones like X-Men and Fantastic Four. But what we can do is we can make the Avengers. And so they did.
Okay, so here's my problem with all of this.
Yes.
My two favorite things
Yes.
about Marvel is Spider-Man,
Okay.
Spider-Man,
BP. Peter Parker.
and X-Men.
Okay. X-Men. Yes.
So there can't be a crossover
There will be. Okay. So
between X-Men and Spider-Man
Fox and
and
Sony
the
hate-
Avengers.
Fox and Sony hate each other.
I am not happy about this.
Although, fun facts.
Fun fact.
Sony has been trying to enter deals with Marvel, and
/ Disney.
/ things haven't quite been working out. So originally in the Avengers, there was going to be an Oscorp tower from Spider-Man. Spider-Man was going to make a cameo, but sadly they ran out of time to do the Oscorp tower, and it was kind of before Sony really knew what they were doing with Spider-Man, and so, oh well.
Oh.
Another fun
sorry.
fact: all of the cranes that he is on in the Amazing Spider-Man, those are actually the cranes that are rebuilding the city from the Battle of New York. Did you know that?
No, because I haven't seen the new Spider-Mans, which I'm not happy about.
Okay. Well, here's the other thing. Well, one more thing.
Okay.
So remember a few months ago when Sony got hacked?
Yeah.
Okay. There were a number of emails that got leaked, and thanks to the power of the internet and Reddit,
Good old Reddit.
we figured out that there were emails sent between Sony and Disney about putting Spider-Man in the Avengers. Now, what became of that, we don't have any idea right now because we don't have emails from now. We just have emails from back in October. What are you doing?
I'm trying to stay out of the way.
Well, I think you're in Joe's spot.
Okay.
Oh, no, because
No,
I
because
go over there.
Okay.
Anyway, so at this point in time, we just don't know. We just don't know. But there are talks, so we might possibly see Spider-Man in the Avengers universe. And there also have been talks about doing this.
Please don't go. Don't.
Jonah, here's what you're going to like. There have also been talks about X-Men possibly using some kind of weird parallel universe wormhole type kind of thing, some unknown event. We may, and this is a big maybe, we may see Avengers versus X-Men, in which case we
I'm so
might
excited.
also
Oh my
see Spidey as part of the Avengers. So Joan, you might actually see Spider-Man in X-Men.
I'm so excited.
But that's just a theory.
A
Game
game.
theory.
It's something
Thanks
theory.
for watching.
Movie.
No.
Movie theory.
Movie theory.
No. Okay. Stop me if I'm wrong. So
You're wrong.
if, like, say Sony didn't make the Amazing Spider-Man movies
Mm-hmm.
for about 10 years, they would lose the rights.
Yes.
Okay.
The way Marvel's deal worked is that if you don't make a movie every 7 years,
Oh, okay.
so if you don't make a movie within 7 years, the rights revert back to Marvel by default.
Oh, okay.
That still carries over now that Disney owns Marvel. So that's why you keep seeing X-Men and the other movies keep rebooting themselves or keep trying to change things up because well, they got to keep their rights because those are big franchises. And if Marvel gets them back, wow, it's crazy.
That would be wonderful, but I don't want to go 7 years without a movie.
There you go.
This is a paradox. So,
Kind of like me waiting for Theocracy albums. The guy releases a brilliant album and you have to wait over 5 years for the next one.
There you go.
That was actually really cool.
So that's what I've been watching. Marvel.
Very cool.
Other than that, listening to. I have discovered. Oh, actually, not what I'm listening to. I'm listening to Billy Joel again and discovered a new band called Starfield, which I really like. They are awesome.
Oh, you just reminded me of something musical related.
And I just rediscovered my love for Hawk Nelson.
sorry.
That band is amazing.
Oh no, it actually is kind of good. I remember
I didn't know they were Canadian.
Really? No, I did not know that either.
They are according to the Wikipedia page, and this is where you come in, Wikipedia man.
Except that
man.
The computer.
That's where we're at. None of us had computers this time because we had computers you couldn't see our faces at all.
Yeah.
So we're going computerless this time. But anyway, they're the Wikipedia page says that they are a alternate Christian band from Ontario, Canada. I did not know that.
So they're like Thousand for Crutch. They're from.
Yes, they're actually
from Ontario, or
I think they're owned by the same label.
they might be. Because I think Thousand for Crutch was started in Toronto. Although interestingly enough, they spend the vast bulk of their time here in the United States.
Okay, now I will tell you what I've been playing.
Yes.
You ready for this? I found this thing. It's free on the App Store. You should download it. It's really cool. It's called Duolingo. Look, Duolingo. And if you don't know what it is amazing. So basically, I'm taking Spanish right now with her. We're both taking the same class, and because I haven't taken Spanish in a while, I kind of struggled with it. So what I found is there's this app called Duolingo developed by this Tony Stark kind of guy who's a multi-billionaire, and he said everyone should be able to learn a language, and they should be able to learn it well. So he uses similar principles to Rosetta Stone to do things. But if I go here, I've already done this, but if I click on Basics, and I go to the first lesson, and hit Redo, and I turn the volume up.
The man.
Yeah, it says Select the Man, and I can hit...
Hombre. Yay!
oh, it's not. Why is it not? Oh.
Sound.
How do I turn sound on? Oh, there we go. Why is it not? Oh. Oh, there we go. There you go. El Hombre. You can check it, and you have to finish with, like, not depleting all of your hearts. It's a lot of fun. It makes it really fun. It's like the girl. La Niña. There you go. And then it gives you
Das
a little
Mädchen.
What? Yeah. And you can, like, it has, like, different activities and different games that you can play. So translate the sentence.
Yeah!
You are correct.
You are correct.
So it's really fun. I actually kind of got addicted to it because it's a lot of fun to do. And it's helped me with my Spanish. Because now I can say, Juanita,
Oh, we learned about that stuff in class. We'll go over it later. The Una and L and yeah.
Yeah, I already know that. Is it now? Yeah. So anyway, that's Duolingo. I like it. I've been using it. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing it. Other than that, I played Borderlands 2. I've been playing through Borderlands 2 on my Vita because
you have a typo in your answer. Oh, hombre. Okay. Accepted. Okay.
You spelled umbrella like umbrella. Anyway, this has been Lunch and Whatever.
It has? No, are we
It
done?
has? Are we
I don't know. Are we done?
It's kind of interesting. I should mention, you reminded me that I discovered that Google Translate has an app for Android. And not only does it look like just the Google Translate on the website, but you can also download languages, and then you can do it without internet. And apparently it's also got this feature where it'll use your microphone, and you talk into it into one language, and it'll translate it to the other one, and show it to that person. And that person speaks their language, and it translates it back into your language, and you just do back and forth.
Hold on, I am a Fedra.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
It said, "Hello, Mama."
But it's an interesting little app that I use occasionally because sometimes I need to know how to say a certain word in German because, contrary to popular belief, Rosetta Stone is not perfect. And after spending a great deal of time on it, I still don't have a very good grasp of the language. I can't really string sentences together very well. So sometimes I have to know what a word is in German.
You know what's awful? You said that, and the Hannah Montana song popped in my head.
You get the best of both worlds.
Nobody's perfect. You're living your
It's a song, the same song.
No. Well, pretty much, but no.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure the best of
No.
both
Get the
worlds
limo out front. Ooh, ah, ooh.
No, that's
Hottest styles, every shoe, every
that's
color.
the theme song.
When you're famous, it can be kind of fun. It's really you, but no one ever discovers.
I don't remember the rest.
Who would have thought that a girl like me would double as a superstar?
Yeah, I don't like
You wanna
that.
say-
Changing gears completely, I have listened to BABYMETAL and I do not understand.
Oh, is BABYMETAL that like Japanese thing?
Yes.
It's a
Oh my
trio of
God.
Japanese girls.
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
That's right.
And they have a band
Yeah,
that plays.
and they're like middle schoolers.
No. See, that's the thing. BABYMETAL was started because it was a trio of girls who were part of a metal band from Japan that was exclusively middle schoolers. And the way it's supposed to work is you got into this band, and then when you graduated junior high school, as they call it in Japan, and it used to be called here in the United States, which is what we call middle school, you have to leave the band. And these girls decided, well, we still want to do stuff. So they created BABYMETAL, and the oldest one I think is 17, the other two are 14, 15, something like that. And basically, the oldest one sings, and the other two dance and scream. And then they have a band that has, bass drums and bass guitar and double bass drums. Your run-of-the-mill metal band. And then, and they'll play like super fast stuff, and then they sing everything in Japanese so fast that I'm told that even the Japanese have a hard time understanding what they're saying. And then they do like these weird dances, and there's been accusations of them being satanic and stuff like that. And I had no idea what this was. BABYMETAL. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I listened to some of their songs.
BABYMETAL.
Somebody make that a song. But it was like I listened to some of their songs. They have a few official music videos. Okay. And they also have music videos. I totally sidetracked. Dang it! What is it called?
Again.
Again, it's really effective. It has a queer outfit.
Didn't work last time.
We're almost finished. Sorry.
We're almost finished.
Darn it! I totally just thank you, librarian. I listened to some of their songs. I watched a few of their music videos, and I saw live concert footage. Yeah, that was the very first song, Doki Doki Morning.
What is going on? Japan, you want to put the video up?
Yeah.
We'll get copyright
Watch
flag.
this video. It's
We'll get copyright flag.
hilarious.
Let's not do that.
No, but just put
The
a
music,
thing-
the music, the actual physical
Yeah.
music sounds pretty good. A little repetitive, but
Mhm.
really, really good.
Oh, could you make that our outro? No, could copyright.
I'm not making BABYMETAL our outro.
Oh,
Maybe to some theocracy, because I know I can put that up there without getting a copyright strike.
There you go. Okay. What's going on with your YouTube channel? Why should we watch you? Go.
You should watch me because I don't make any videos.
We'll subscribe to it. Next.
Now, I will say though that we're kind of possibly in the works of two videos that'll be done this summer. I may have mentioned this already. Probably one or two videos that'll be made this summer, and then smooth, and then
Yeah.
and then my brother and I will be making a sequel to a video that we made a while ago called 12 Ways to Annoy Your Brother. We're making a sequel to that movie fairly soon.
Is it 12 ways to annoy your younger brother?
No, it's
To annoy your
5
sister?
ways to get revenge on your little brother.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm done. So,
Go.
FantasyFreax, do you have a channel yet?
I did,
No, next.
No. Okay,
Working
I technically have a channel. I made the email username, whatever it is, but I don't have a video up yet. But I just had the idea that I can. I just had the idea that I can use my computer to record. So.
Because we just proven it's
Because
possible.
I'm so smart and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So.
Okay.
I
There you
will
go.
eventually
Have you done
have
anything?
something up.
No, I still haven't put my computer together. This is kind of the only thing I'm doing. Don't follow me on social medias because, well, you can, but I'm not gonna post
I'm
anything.
really scatterbrained. So I did something awesome that isn't a video.
Good Twitter.
It's not on my YouTube channel yet. But if you go to my SoundCloud,
Oh, we don't even have a. Okay,
if
sorry.
you go to my SoundCloud, there's a song called "Jump Up." I made it with a friend of mine.
You mentioned that last video.
Are you sure?
Does anyone remember the band
Listen
Jump
to it.
5?
Of course.
Yes,
I
it is.
loved them back when in
Gosh,
2003.
I have their CDs in my car right now, and I'm gonna go jam out when I leave.
Before we leave, one question to ask you. What do you think of BABYMETAL?
Tweet
Tweet
us.
that. Tweet us at Team Whatever. Use the hashtag #WhatLunch.
Yes.
Hashtag.
White lunch? Is
Oh
that
my
what
gosh,
we did
what did I
before?
do this word? What lunch?
Watch
Use
lunch.
the hashtag #WhatLunch and tell us what do you think of BABYMETAL.
Yeah, it has to be the H, the what.
What?
Because if it was because if it was just what lunch, it would be weird and we wouldn't find it. So.
#WhatLunch. Hashtag #WhatLunch at Team Whatever. What do you think of BABYMETAL? And should BABYMETAL be in a Marvel movie? Thank you guys for